are very welcome to the Nothing to See Here lesson plan video series, where we are going to get started. This book, The Nothing to See Here Hotel, written by Stephen Butler, is appropriate for 3rd class in Ireland, year 3 in the UK, or grade 3 in the US. So let's go. So the first thing we're going to start with is our learning objectives. Again, you can adapt these for your own curriculum. Age appropriate text we're reading, we're inferring from the text, and we're creating simple sentences. And a paragraph using punctuation. What you need a class set of the Nothing to See Here Hotel books. You need a class set of your whiteboards, your PowerPoint, your words and your vocab wall, and of course your English copies. Lesson number 1, our opener for today. So this should take about 3 minutes, and we're putting this sentence, I just bang it up on the whiteboard and have kids on their individual whiteboards fixing the sentence. So they want to correct for correct punctuation. Again, I would have the children hold up their whiteboards to show you whether they understood it, or you can model on the whiteboard how to correct it with the class. Again, we want to pay attention to 3 minutes because we want to keep moving. Then we move on to our vocabulary check-in. So again, this is between 5 to 7 minutes. We're starting off with these words: ceremony, occasional, destination, enchanted. Again, these were in our textbook from chapters 1 to chapters 2. From the outset, we want to invite from the kids. So normally how I do this is I'd have pictures and the words on a PowerPoint screen and invite like their understanding of these words. And we want to elicit from the kids, and we also want to teach explicitly the meaning of these words, put them in context, so give them sentences, invite sentences from the kids. You could have a moment of think, pair, share, and then you want to play a quick game around these vocabulary words. So it could be like this game here: I'm thinking of a word in my head, give me a sentence or its definition, and see if the children can guess which one it is. Then we're moving on to the main part of our lesson now, which is reading the textbook. So we're reading today chapters 1 to 2, pages 9 to 20. I always do round robin reading because it gets the children involved, it gets their buy-in and motivation around the class novel. And also, like, everyone's entitled to read, and everyone's entitled, if they want to stay past, they can, if they don't feel comfortable doing so. So no one feels stressed and everyone's relaxed, and it's an enjoyable class experience. Question throughout, so pausing as you're moving through the text to ensure that the kids are developing their understanding and comprehension, and they're paying attention. Then the final part of the lesson is the activity. Before we move into our activity, we may want to take a brain break. So this could be another literacy little mini break for 2 to 3 minutes. Don't want to keep it too long. It's just to give the kids a chance to move around and give them a break so that they are ready to focus for their final activity, which is to imagine you are writing about your terrible stay at the Nothing to See Here Hotel for the local paper. Include as much detail as possible so people do not dare visit this troll hotel. And this is their opportunity for their writing to communicate. So we don't want to focus on spelling here because that's not the objective of the lesson. It's more important that they are, again, it's all about this positive experience, that they're motivated. We want to ensure that they're given the opportunity and the space to let their ideas come through. Their ideas and their is what's most important here. You may want to focus on a couple of criteria, like I want to make sure that all of the kids have capital letters. I want to make sure that the kids punctuate correctly, and give that to them and ensure that they're paying attention to that as they move through their activity. As a challenge, so for your kids, you might want to introduce at this point a modelled paragraph on the board, and it might be a simple paragraph, it might be something you've done previously, so kids can start to see the layout of a paragraph. This isn't a lesson teaching paragraphs, however, it's no harm to give kids exposure to these things, because it helps the children to contextualize using paragraphs moving forward. And then finally, the most important part of our lesson is the opportunity for sharing. This is where kids love the opportunity to give let their class listen to their writing, and it helps kids to hear other people's writing so that they get this sense that it's not about it being perfect, it's about my ideas. That's what's important, and it can create great sense of motivation and community in the class. So I hope you found this lesson, number 1 in our lesson plan series, The Nothing to See Here Hotel, most helpful. And please stick around and subscribe and follow for more lesson plans just like this with the Read to Write teacher. Thank you.